Trisha Paytas recently posted a video called Baby Name Reveal, Old Friends I Miss, Lip Injections While Pregnant, where she spilt the tea. So let's dive into it all. Trisha said for the first time in her life she feels happy, and she said that she thought she was happy in the past, but that's because she'd get rushes of making music videos or making lots of money in a month, but they were more like highs for her. But she said that overall she was just alone most of her life, so now she definitely feels fulfilled. Trisha lived alone for 10 years, and she expressed how she doesn't do well alone, and we can see that now because of how obsessed she was with all her exes and running after them in the past. She's said time and time again how she hates being alone and she's scared of being alone, so yeah, she's very happy now. She'd also discussed her plans for parenting. Trisha mentioned how she grew to fame, and she did a lot of stuff for shock value, but she didn't start trolling till 2013. She also mentioned how she did heaps of collabs to get her name out there. In the future, Trisha plans to do ASMR full time, like that's her ultimate dream, and she just wants to collab with everyone in that niche. Now, everybody thought she'd bring up Shane Dawson and Ryland because the title literally said Old Friends I Miss, but no, she didn't mention their names at all. It was just clickbait. Other than briefly mentioning old people she collabed with in the early days of YouTube, she didn't say anything about Shane or Ryland. Towards the end of the video, however, she'd said she misses her friends from the past and she only remembers the good times, but at the end of the day she said everything happens for a reason. Trisha said that people come in and out of our lives if they're supposed to, and she also mentioned that she forgets the bad things that have happened, which is not a good trait, and then when she does remember the shit that's gone down, that's what bounces her back into reality, and that's ultimately why she's not sad about missing out on these friendships, because she just wants to move forward with her life and be happy. So for those of you who've forgotten, these were her true thoughts on Shane and Ryland and why she never sees herself befriending them again.
Shane also saying to me last year during all this trauma is like, oh, maybe Jeffrey's like this villain. Like, I'm scared. What do we do? Like, how do we distance ourselves from him? There was no drama. I said I was never going to expose Jeffrey because you guys were still like in business with him and stuff like that. There was no drama. It's straight up the bullying, being mean, being nasty, but traumatized. It's more than just me having an issue with somebody. This was like a personal, private matter that I confided in you guys in. And then you're turning this around and be like, I wish she would have talked. Oh, maybe she doesn't know how to express herself when it comes to Jeffrey. There's no mending this friendship or relationship. You guys made a deal with the devil and I want nothing to do with that evil energy. It's nasty and it's disgusting and I repute it. You want some internet drama, Ryland? You want drama because that was traumatizing. That is shit that I'm still dealing with. It's just why I bring it up. It's why it keeps going through my head. It's why I keep talking about it with you guys all the time about the Jeffrey situation. Let's talk about internet drama. Okay, yeah, you don't, oh, Trisha talked to me about the podcast and I'm wanting to take it down. Like, I've told it to Shane 3 times and he glazed over it. The fact that you guys are praising this evil, this monster, and I should have known this was evil. Here's some internet drama for you. When Shane asked me to take down videos that we did with Trevor Moran of him like singing in Shane's apartment or whatever during his whole scandal, I took it down. Why? Because, I don't know, Shane is like a friend and if he says something's uncomfortable, I do take it down. Anything. He's asked me to take down so many videos. You know how many videos I asked Shane to take down of me? 0.
So Trisha was very nice in her recent video in the sense that she didn't go name calling or really bring up past dramas that she's had with old friends. According to Trisha at this point, she's just moving on with her life. Trisha had heaps of comments under this video from fans who've watched her for a decade, explaining how they're happy for her because she's finally getting what she's always wanted. Someone had said, I've watched you since the Hello Kitty hauls and earlier, like 2008, been watching you. I seriously almost cried for you the other day because I remembered how bad you wanted this life. I watched you for your entire career. I was 12 in 2008. I haven't approved of everything you've done, condemned some things you've done in fact, but I've always been on your side in the way of wanting your life to be good, wanting your life to work out, for you to have a family, for you to be able to feel settled and stable in where you are in life. I am very proud of you for finding that. I hope this baby brings you every drop of happiness you've ever wanted. You inspired me to be fearless in myself. Growing up seeing you do just what you want regardless of beauty standards really inspired me. You may not be the world's shining example of got it all together person, but you are a shining example of perseverance and a strength and someone who never stopped reaching for your goals. I do what makes me happy. Someone else said, I love the new Trish. She's so much calmer, super excited to see this new chapter in her life. Trisha had also posted another tea spilling video not long ago called I Fell Off, how I finally got myself cancelled. In this video she talked about hate and dealing with the subreddits and how she basically thought it was ridiculous that people would be saying her pregnancy is fake and making up weird rumours about her marriage. She said she didn't even know what Reddit was until a few years ago, which is obviously a lie, and that the specific subreddit dedicated to her is just people spreading misinformation or pinpointing things she's done and blowing up up dramas and scandals she's been in, essentially. Trisha's aim is to apparently get videos that have been re-uploaded of her to be deleted, but apparently that takes a lot of work to do, so she can't be bothered. Trisha has actually done this before in the past. She's almost gotten channels deleted that talk about her. She's given them false copyright strikes, false copyright claims. She just doesn't like people having a negative opinion of her because she loves to control the narrative. And in the past, she's had Moses act as a moderator on all her live streams, blocking literally anyone who's not being a hater, but trying to get them to address their shit. But instead of taking accountability, they just block and delete. So yeah, Trisha can't be bothered flagging things that have been re-uploaded because she doesn't have the energy to do it anymore. Trisha has claimed time and time again this year that hate no longer gets to her and she won't address anything that's drama, but here she is addressing drama and hate. So some things never change, that's for sure. Trisha mentioned how she's realised that the peak of her career was when she was involved in heaps of drama. She did it for views and money, but she doesn't really care about drama going forward because she cares more about her peace of mind. The last time that Trisha mentioned drama was briefly mentioning Spill Sesh in a live, but she said that the last time she really exposed anyone was when she exposed the LeBrant family a while back. Trisha does mention though that she does see her name on Twitter and she does look herself up on Reddit, so she's not completely oblivious to everything being said about her. She knows perfectly well. She just can't be bothered responding to anything because then old stuff will get dug up and she doesn't want to have to address any of the allegations against her husband, Moses. Nor does she really want to mention any other stuff because this is what happened the last time she did.
I just begged them to please stop. I stopped. I apologized. I asked what they want. And they told me it's fucking too little too late. I'm like, it's not. It's gonna be too late when you just push. I'm shaking. I am fucking shaking. I don't want to monetize this. I've been acting like everything's okay. But there are just so much wrong going on right now. They're doing, not only they're nothing to stop, but they have no sympathy, no remorse. This is not random people. This is people they know. I'm just begging. If someone asked me to stop talking about them, I would stop fucking talking about them. Never once has Ethan and Hila reached out to me about any of this. They never once asked me to stop, and now I'm just pleading. And their response is, you don't get to tell us what to do.
Trisha does care about what others think about her, but unfortunately, it's pretty obvious that she feels she can't start drama or retaliate solely for the reason that her past will be dug up again, and she doesn't have the energy to deal with that. So what are your thoughts on Trisha at this point? Do you think she'll ever reconcile with Shane and Ryland in the future? Let me know in the comments.